Where Winds Meet has a ton of mechanics that are hidden and or not really explained in detail. What's good, guys? In today's video, I want to break down some secrets, some important tips and things that I wish I knew earlier. A couple of things I'm going to break down in this video are going to be the Gift of Gab, chat AI, and how to become friends with NPCs so they can gift you items, all the different weapons and some key weapons you probably want to grab earlier than later, the mystic skills and how to receive them, as well as some really essential information on sicknesses and healing. So if you want to skip to any part of the video, feel free to check the chapter list down below. To jump things off, we're going to start off with the chat AI. So there are NPCs in this game that are linked to certain quest lines, and you'll walk up to them and you can actually have the ability to chat with them using the chat AI system. Now, when you get the opportunity to do this, you actually want to learn about that NPC before getting into this little engagement, because if you have the appropriate information that they need, you'll be able to answer the questions that they ask you. If you answer all the questions appropriately, not only will they become friends with you, but they'll also be able to gift you items. A prime example of this is going to be right here. There was this NPC that was standing over by one of the very first side quests in the game. As soon as you go over and talk to her brothers, as well as figure out what happened to her father, and you come back and speak with her about it, you can actually share information about what you learned, share information, the identity of her brothers and everything else like that, and then she will actually trust you, believe in you, and you'll become friends. This was a pretty interesting mechanic, and I just stumbled upon it while messing around with my keyboard and talking to the NPC. Alright, so let's get into some more details about professions in the game. Pulling up the pause menu, right over here is going to be two different professions. You have the healer profession and the scholar profession. As soon as you do their side quests, you'll be able to unlock them. If you click on one of these, for example, this healer profession on this character, I haven't unlocked it yet, you can go to gain ability, and it's going to take you to exactly where you need to go in order to unlock that side quest. Now, sometimes it's a little finicky and it doesn't do anything, so I would back out, go back over and try it again, and the second time it takes you right over to where you need to go. Now, there are prerequisites to all of these different quests, but you want to make sure that you do these as soon as possible. Reach at least level 13 and then visit the Mercy Heart town, and you're going to be good to go. Now, you might want to go ahead and grab this as well, because there's going to be a goose in the opening hours of the game that you probably don't want to try to heal until you have the healer profession or the background in check. If you don't have that, you're going to fail that probably 9 times out of 10, and if you fail it, that goose is going to turn into like an end game boss type thing that's going to slap you all over the place, so just be mindful of that. For the Gift of Gab, you're going to have to level up your scholar profession. So when it comes to the Gift of Gab, you can clean walk past this side quest if you weren't paying attention and or you just stuck to the main story. You actually want to be on the lookout for this area right here. This is going to be Heaven's Pier. Right next to the brewery backyard is going to be an NPC that you need to speak with. As soon as you have spoken with this NPC, you're going to go down a full-blown quest line where he's going to have you go back to the opening area. I think it's called the Blissful Retreat. You'll go over there, you'll find his friend that he needs you to talk to. You'll have a little bit of a conversation battle, and that is going to unlock the Gift of Gab for you. So basically what this is like a card game. Consider the meter at the top their HP bar, and you want to try to take that out before you lose yours. Without the Gift of Gab side quest unlocked, you are going to get destroyed every single time you try to attempt this with any NPC. But as soon as you start to unlock the Gift of Gab, and not only that, but upgrade it a little bit, you will be able to easily take down most of all the different NPCs that use this side quest in the game. So it's in your best interest to make sure that you don't skip out on this NPC when you first see him at Heaven's Pier. Hey guys, if you found this information helpful so far, I would greatly appreciate if you smash the like button for me and consider subbing, because I mean, hey, there's a lot more Where Winds Meet content coming. But let's go ahead and get back into the video. Something else that you definitely want to be on the lookout for is going to be oddities. Exploration and being on the lookout for all these different grasshoppers, beehives, butterflies, and so forth is going to be essential to developing your character. Now, he's going to be up here near General Shrine and the Bamboo Abode, but eventually he will move down to the Kai Feng area once you have that unlocked. Regardless, you basically want to go to this guy and you want to unlock all of the different nodes on his skill tree. Some other things that are really essential to your character are going to be over here in the abilities tab, and that's going to be down here with the mystic skills. There's 4 mystic skills that you definitely need to be on the lookout for in the puzzle section, and one of them is actually in the support section. So Taichi is going to be the very first mystic skill that you learn in the game. You're going to do this by fighting the bear in the opening hours, and after doing so, you'll instantly learn the skill. You'll use this against bears, also very large enemies, and some enemies that have large weapons that you can use against them to just knock them upside the head and do some pretty decent damage. Moving on from there, you want to get the Meridian Touch next. Walking along the main story path, right about here, you're going to find an NPC that's frozen. After speaking to him, you're going to learn the Meridian Touch immediately and unfreeze him. Once you help him out, you'll pretty much be good to go. And this mystic skill in particular is something that you're going to use very often. There's a bunch of NPCs and people all over the map that you can use this on to help them out with their martial arts, and they're going to give you resources to upgrade your character. Not only that, you'll basically be able to use this against the goose. If you ever piss off a goose in the game and you don't feel like fighting him, you can use this to instantly immobilize it and get out of there. Next up is going to be the Celestial Seas. In order to get this, you're going to have to progress the main story quest with Ruby. Just continue to speak with her until basically you tell her that you're ready to go home. In doing so, all of the NPCs are going to move into the town, and you're going to learn about this drunken guy right here that's basically tricking the townspeople. You'll use the Celestial Seas ability on him once you talk to the NPC right next to him and learn of his trickery, and then you'll learn it instantly. After getting this ability, you'll be able to steal or disarm enemies and counterattack them with their own weapon. Moving on, there's also going to be Cloud Steps. In order to learn Cloud Steps, you're going to have to come to this area right here on the map. That's going to be the Peace Bell Tower. Now, I have my game set on detailed, so as soon as I get close to one of these NPCs, it instantly pops up on their location and where to go to. So if you don't have that activated, it might be a little bit difficult to figure out where this little side quest is, but it's going to be in this zone right up here. Now, for me personally, I use the Cloud Step ability to basically jump in the air and stomp on my enemy's shoulders. When doing so, it kind of gives you this extra dodge ability in certain situations, so it can be really good if you use it strategically. Now, not just that, you can use this on any enemy that's sitting on horseback, so that's going to be extremely helpful there. And outside of combat, you can leap high in the air and slam down, or you can jump to specific spots that might be marked on the map. Another very important skill that you probably want to get as soon as possible is going to be this right here, the Veil of Stillness. This is going to give you a stealth ability, which will basically make you less detectable by enemies for a short amount of time. Now, the Veil of Stillness is going to help you out when you're trying to steal a martial arts from another NPC. So this is going to be something that you probably want to get earlier than later. Alright, to continue your character development, let's talk about the martial arts. There's 12 different weapons in this game. In the very opening hours, you're going to be able to select from one of 4 weapons, which I've already spoken about in this video right here. If you haven't already peeped that video, go ahead and take a look at it. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Regardless, there's 2 weapons out of these 4 that you might want to be interested in. You can only receive one, so you have to choose wisely. The Thundercry Blade and the Vernal Umbrella are 2, I would say, mid-game weapons that are locked in the Kaifeng area. Kaifeng is very far away from the opening area of the game, so if you want to get these 2 playstyles, you probably want to select them earlier rather than waiting for that point in your playthrough. The Thundercry Blade is going to be a tank weapon. The Vernal Umbrella is going to be your ranged DPS option. Both of these weapons also have very long, drawn-out storylines, so it's probably in your best interest to go ahead and grab these early. For me, I wanted to go with a different playstyle, so I didn't really bother with it. But with my second character that I have on a different account, I grabbed the Thundercry Blade early, and I don't regret it. With that being said, you're going to receive the Stormbreaker Spear, which is a tank weapon, for free. All you have to do is jump into your email, and the Raging Tides General Gift is going to be right here for you. It's a claimable reward, and you just have to do a couple of hours of gameplay, and you're going to be able to get this instantly. Now, if you're looking for the Panacea Fan, this is actually in the opening area of the game as well. It's really close by to that very difficult level 30 boss that you probably don't want to mess with. That's just roaming the area. Right next to him is going to be a cave. You can go inside of there as long as you have a dragon key. Dragon keys are going to be this item right here, and you can receive a dragon key from Outpost. You can also receive a dragon key by leveling up through the breakthrough system. It's a reward at level 2 in solo mode. And you can also get it from a specific quest called the Rightful Acquisition. But as long as you have one of these dragon keys in hand, you'll be able to unlock the cave and go ahead and get yourself the Panacea Fan by using Skill Thief. You can also get the Twin Blades very early in your playthrough as well. They're close by, and as soon as you have another dragon key in hand, you'll be able to open up this cave. You'll have to sneak your way around till eventually you'll find the NPC using the weapon, you'll learn it from him, and you'll be good to go. Now, as for any other weapon in the game, if you're interested in actually where to get these, all you have to do is go to obtain, and the game will show you exactly where they are on your map. All you have to do at that point is then go to those areas, use the skill theft ability, and you'll be good to go and you'll have it unlocked. If you're ever wondering whether or not you're on the right track, you can go ahead and look at the development guide. At this point, you'll be able to see exactly where you are in each category. If the category is green, that means you're doing very well and you're progressing nicely. If the category is yellow or red, then you're going to have to take a look at exactly what you're lacking and try to upgrade that as much as possible. For example, me, I know I haven't been doing any of the side quests to get the inner way abilities in the game, so yeah, this has been stressed to me a lot throughout my playthrough. Gear, on the other hand, is something that is very easy to upgrade. You can upgrade your gear, your inner way, and your mystic skills. In order to upgrade one of these, all you have to do is click on upgrade down at the bottom, and it's going to tell you exactly what you need in order to raise it up a tier or raise it to the next rank. Now, in order to upgrade martial arts, it's the exact same thing as mystic skills. All you have to do is go to whatever martial arts or weapon you want to upgrade and upgrade it. As long as you have the correct materials, you can do so. For me, I need to push the next upgrade level to tier 2 by using the breakthrough. The only reason why I haven't done this right now is because I'm just progressing through the main story, having a fun time with this character. And every single time that you use the breakthrough option, you're going to raise the level of all the enemies in the world. So right now, I'm just kind of chilling at where I am right now, level 30. It's a fun time and I'm enjoying it. But you can only break through once per actual day. I don't know exactly when the new cycle begins, but if you can break through before the new cycle begins, you might be lucky to get 2 breakthroughs in a day. But for me, you might have to wait until the next day in order to do so. Now, one last thing we want to go over is going to be gear sets and gear. You can actually raise the level to your gear as well, and you want to be on the lookout for gear sets. For example, you're going to pick up all different types of gear throughout your playthrough that have different mastery levels, but they also have a gear set on them. For example, this is going to be the Jadeware set. If you have all 4 pieces of the set, you're going to unlock the 4-piece set bonus. If you only have 2 pieces, you'll unlock the 2-piece bonus. Sometimes when you're trying to improve your character and you look at your improvement guide, it may say that you need to look out for certain sets and or make sure that you're wearing a set. So if you think that's going to be a benefit to your build, it might not be a bad idea to go ahead and make sure that you're matching the sets appropriately so that you can get the benefits from each set. After clicking on enhance, you can use your resources to go in here and you can actually raise the average level for each individual item of your gear set. So your left hand, your right hand, your pendants, your disc, your bracers, everything. This is going to be where you upgrade all of those things with your resources. Now, if you ever want to know exactly what you need for the next upgrading tier, it's going to tell you in the bottom right. And it's also going to tell you some other ways to obtain related gear if you're interested. In my next video, I'm going to go over sickness, the healer profession, and self-healing. There's a lot of details there that I think a lot of people need to know about. So if you don't want to miss out on that, consider subbing to the channel and turning on post notifications. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button for me. But that's all for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy MSensei HD. For now though, I'm gonna get up out of here.